Hello, everyone, and welcome to IT 2720 for spring of 2021, guaranteed to be less of a dumpster fire than spring of 2020. My name is Matt Crowley. I'll be teaching this course for the semester, and it's great to meet all of you, at least digitally. For the topic, the name says it all, ethical hacking and systems defense. We're going to focus on two things this semester as part of the cybersecurity coursework at Tri-C. We're going to look at the ethical implications of what hacking means, and then we're going to learn the proper way to defend against those out there with more nefarious intentions. We're going to be spend a lot of time together over the next 14 weeks. So let's get an overview of what we're gonna do in this course. I will try to not make this 20 minutes. I just did the introduction for the Python fundamentals course, and I yacked for 20 minutes. So let's see if I can keep this a little shorter and save some of your ears. My philosophy of the course, I like to provide as much information as possible. You'll see in the course that I create tons of videos that are supplemental to the text that you use. This is one of the courses where we will have a final. A lot of times in my classes, I try to avoid it. I prefer projects. But in this case, to prep you for certifications exams specifically, like the Certified Ethical Hacker exam, I think it's important that we do have a final in the class. So we'll talk about that. So Blackboard, you're used to it. So just like every other course, we're going to use Blackboard. Let's click on the course syllabus. And I say in bold red text, this is our contract. It's good that we understand each other in the course, and we do that through the syllabus. Here's my contact information. This is my cell phone. This is my email. If you need help or have a question, let me know. I'm not going to do your assignments for you, but if you have questions around generic things that need to be done for the course, questions about a specific topic, don't hesitate. Contact me. I guess I didn't talk about me. I've been teaching at Tri-C for, I guess this is my second stint. So I've been back for the last year and a half. I guess after a little over a year. And then taught Tri-C before, mostly focused on programming originally. I've branched out into cybersecurity a bit. I'm a software developer by trade. I worked at Microsoft for a while, was the CIO for Cleveland Hopkins and Philadelphia International Airports. I own a cybersecurity business, Cypress Lake, where we do cybersecurity for airports and critical infrastructure, mostly government agencies. And I'm the CEO of Signal Cortex. We build software for building and field service contractors. Fun startup experience, just went through Techstars Chicago, so that was awesome. So I do a lot of stuff, both business, cyber, and programming backgrounds. So if you're ever into entrepreneurship, programming, business, ping me. I can always give advice, answer questions, whatever you need. Background about this course: prereqs, network security fundamentals, network admin 1, Linux admin. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff that dabble in all of these. So, we want to make sure you're prepared and that you either have taken these courses or you have a waiver. And there's going to be a lab component to this course. We're going to be doing it through the Cengage text. So just be prepared as well that it's readings, quizzes, and labs each week for the most part. I'll go into detail. Some weeks we'll have 2 labs, some weeks we'll have no labs, depending on the content. Here are your course objectives. Again, we want to talk about defensive technologies, ethical implications of hacking, the various ways people compromise your systems, how to prevent against it, all the goodies that you want to be prepared for when dealing with the bad hackers, because not all hackers are bad. People just give them a bad name. Academic credit. This is all kind of your typical boilerplate college stuff that you see on every syllabus. I didn't write it. Accessibility, super important. If you need an accommodation, please tell me within a, quote, reasonable length of time, which really means the first week of the course. I will say this, on everything but the final, it's unlimited attempts. I take your highest grade. So there's no time limit except for the final. And again, we can accommodate the final. But I want to make sure that, and same with the labs, by the way, you can do the labs as many times as you want. I want to make sure that you are set up for success. And what is success? It's all repetition, right? Like success in memorization is a fallacy. Let's practice, right? Attendance tracking. If you don't show up for the class for the first 2 weeks and you don't submit an assignment each of those weeks, I drop you from the class. That's the typical college rule. So you should be used to it by now. COVID-19 statement. Let's all say stay safe, folks. Luckily, we're doing this online, so if I cough through the microphone, it's not going to affect you. Concealed carry also does not affect you, considering we're at home and I cannot control what you do in your own home. So, but obviously it, matters if you're on campus. So just be aware of the rules. All right. The grading policy. Yeah, I came up with an odd number of points this time around, but in a nutshell, you have 13 weeks where you're going to have labs, discussion boards, and quizzes, and then one final exam week. 13 plus 1 is 14. These are approximate because it's 29.5454545, going on to infinity. I just made it easy. And, the width of the paper is limited here. The other thing, also just remember, I set up a very regular cadence for the class. Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays, your initial discussion board is due. Saturday, 2 peer responses. So you'll see that in your first board. Different peers, right? Don't just respond to your friend twice. Quizzes, labs, always due Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And that's it, right? Get into the groove. Doing it every week. Here is an overview of what we're going to be doing. We're talking first about ethics, an overview of hacking. I got my issues with this book, by the way, and hopefully you enjoy my commentary in my videos that supplement the text. And then we talk about TCP networks, weeks 2 and 3, footprinting, week 4, along with port scanning, week 5, enumeration. So 4 through 6 is really about just doing research. 7's dabbling in a little bit of programming topics. Talk about vulnerabilities 8 and 9 and 10 and 11. When we go over desktop and server OSs, embedded operating systems, web servers, and Wi-Fi. Crypto week 12, NPSs in 13. You take your lab, and for some of you, after week 14, you go graduate, which I'm sure many of you are looking forward to. Late work. Always, okay, I am that professor that you're telling your friends, man, his late work policy sucks. Yes, I don't accept late work. However, if you get COVID, obviously, right, if you have a medical issue, if you have a death in the family, I get it. There are super important things that are beyond our control. But besides those acts of whatever deity that you may or may not believe in, I don't accept late work. That's it. So, like I said, be responsible, right? We all have responsibilities. Okay. There's my little rant. But again, late work, I don't like it. Incompletes, pass, no pass. Please read at your leisure. Withdrawal statement, I put at the beginning of the syllabus when you can withdraw. Cheating, don't cheat. I don't put up with it. And if I find it, I just send it up to the college, right? They have people who specialize in determining whether or not you cheated. So, don't do it. Student safety if you're on campus. This is all important information for when you're on campus. Preferred correspondence, email me, please. That's the best way. Emergency, text me on my cell. Please tell me who you are, right? Like, I have so many people calling trying to extend my car warranty at this point that I rarely pick up my phone because I don't know who it is anymore. Netiquette, be nice to each other. And if you're not, again, just like cheating, I send it up to the college because they have people who are specialize in this. So in the discussion boards, be kind to each other. So that's it. I'm working on a new introduction video. I just posted the syllabus. Right now, as you can see, I'm making the video. What am I talking about? I'm losing my mind. I have a link to your hands-on ethical hacking and network defense book, which I updated the link to. I have information about the ISC Squared Code of Ethics. I'm a member of ISC Squared. I hold my CISSP and CCSP from them. And the reason I post this is because it is one of the most easy to understand ethical guidelines in the cybersecurity world. If you're going to follow anything, at the least follow this, right? And we're going to talk about it week 1. That's this whole course, right? Like doing things the right way. So let's just all be cool. Let's not break into people's stuff without their permission. Course content, just a little breakdown. Like week 1, hey, in case you didn't know, read the syllabus, but we're going over it right now. I go over everything each week that you need to know. Like I said before, there's a very specific cadence to what we do. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday, Saturday discussion board, Sunday lab and quiz. My kid's book, it's Monday string beans, Tuesday spaghetti, Wednesday zoop, kind of like that. I think that's Eric Carl. So just remember, get into the habit, get into the groove of just turning stuff in. Every week I do a video. I have fun with the videos. If you're not bored with me talking yet right now, you won't be bored with my videos. And I don't know, that's about it. I'm around again. I hold virtual office hours. So just, email me if you have questions. Don't call me professor. Don't call me doctor. Number 1, I'm not a doctor. 2, I'm just Matt, right? That's who I am. That's my personality. So, you don't have to, if you're ever wondering, oh, how do I address him in an email? I just try to let's cut it off at the very beginning. Call me Matt, right? Let's just, we're going to have to talk with each other a lot over the next 14 weeks. And you've probably had me in other courses, so you probably know that about me already. That's just who I am. Let's just be real. That's about it, right? This course is very straightforward. I know my Python course is a lot different from this one. My networking courses are a lot different from this one. This is pretty much cut and dry, right? Because a lot of it is based on, number 1, when it comes to ethics, some real laws and regulations that exist out there. When it comes to learning about systems defense, it's about very straightforward tactics that we apply in the industry. So, it's not something that you can get around. It's just things you need to learn and things that have been standardized through certification exams. So, let's have fun over the semester. Again, if you have any questions, get a hold of me. And I look forward to working with you over the next 14 weeks. Thanks.